Do some preview for Sunday at the end, which will embargo until Friday. But we'll start with tonight's game.
Good evening. I'm sure you always expected a tough game at Anfield, but was there a real turning point with that goal that you conceded just on the stroke of half time?
I think we were in the contest for a result for a long time. I think the 3-1 was a turning point in the sense of game was done there for us to get a result. I think 60th minute I remember a chance for Daka to score the equaliser. So we were in the game, you know, to get a surprising result here. We knew as well it's going to be very tough, and it was. But we did well. We did what we could, and good start with the goal. But I think that, well, if you could speak a turning point after the 3-1 of Salah was for us, the game was done.
You kept the same back four again, but you made changes with Jamie Vardy and Patson Daka playing his first game. How did you feel he fared today?
Yeah, Jamie had a small injury, a couple of knocks over the last weeks, picked up and wasn't totally fit for today. So you know, gave him some time to recover, and hopefully he can make it for Sunday. Of course, the change in goal was one to make. And the conversation with Wardy was impressive. I have to share with you that the way he was thinking of the team and the club and the performance of his teammates was I was impressed with that.
You've lost 6 of the last 8 games now. Well, Leicester lost 6 of the last 8. Is this just exactly the sort of job that you expected when you took it, and the realisation of how big it is?
Yes, I think the challenge was there to come in 4 weeks ago. Well, for me it was 5 games now in. Of course, the challenge is there. As a promoted side, you know what you're competing for in the Premier League and what is necessary to stay in. Of course, you need some luck. I think as well that we keep our best players fit. I think with Fatawu out on a cruise ship, that was a big blow. Just a week before I started, I think it's a massive loss for this team. Mats Hermansen as well, losing him over the course of the last going out at Newcastle at half time, and we miss him, and that's the quality we need. Then again, Jakub today did an excellent job, couldn't have done better, but I think looking at reaching the finish line end of May is of course where we need to be, just above that relegation zone and safe, and that's our belief, and that's where we have to work towards too.
Ruud, so you mentioned the conversation with Danny there. Did you go to him or did he come to you? How did the conversation?
No, I insisted on the conversation, and of course it's a private conversation. But what I want to share with you is the person and the professional that he is. I was impressed with that conversation and his willingness for the team to do well and the club to do well, and really tough on him what happened to him, and of course we're professionals, but we're human beings as well, and when frustration is being directed to one person in particular, that's tough on someone, and that's what we spoke about.
And you said Jakub did as well. Was he good? What were you impressed with his performance?
Yeah, it was clear. I think if you look at his performance, the saves that he made, of course, is the first thing you're going to look at. But I look at also at calmness, at composure, at certain moments where he's a young keeper, talented, was out for a long time with an injury, just played once in the under-21s, and today you're making your debut at Anfield. And if you can pull off a performance like that, it's a big credit to him.
You're in the bottom three now, and the first time they've ever been in the bottom three this season. Does that add an extra mental challenge to games going forward?
Yeah, but I think Leicester was around the bottom 3-4 for a long time, and of course, looking at the table every week, you're going to be in or maybe a little bit out, but we know from the start that we're going to be in there until the end of the season, you know, competing with a couple of clubs to stay in. So it's going to be on the long run where we have to focus on getting points, getting results, improve as a team, and in the end of May, we want to be just above there.
Just checking, you said Jamie for Sunday. Mads, how's he getting on?
Yeah, no, Jamie has a good chance to make Sunday. Mads is something that I think he's going to need longer to recover from. He wants to try every time to see if he can make it, but I think it's an injury that is going to take a little bit more time, and I want to give him that time because we need a fully fit Mads to help this club staying in, and in the meantime, Jakub can do a great job.
And sorry, Watts as well. No, Watts that injury.
Yeah, that's injury as well. Came on at half time against Wolves, picked up an injury there. You know, doubtful, very doubtful for Sunday.
Ruud, what areas of the performance tonight do you think were improvements from the Wolves' performance?
It was a completely different game. The Wolves at home, we were pressing quite high. We did a great job pressing them high, with some good moments to have high ball regains and play from there. Today was a different game. We were in our own half, in a block, compact. We knew we had to defend the middle of the pitch and the central areas where they were crossing. We handled that really well, and we looked solid. We looked defensively stable. I think that's against this side is a difficult thing to do and a compliment to the team.
Okay, folks, so right into Sunday's preview. So